What's up, everybody, and welcome in to another edition of the Sit Down. As always, if you enjoy this quick video, please make sure you hit that like button and let me know what you think of today's discussion in the comment section below. If you're new to this channel or you're seeing this video for the first time, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button below now so you never miss another sit down video. I hope all of you are having a great Valentine's Day. Please make sure you make it special for your partner. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about another organized crime topic, and this one's about me. And maybe you're surprised, maybe you're not. Ever since I was a child, I remember my father's words to me. Not always all of them were good. And I remember at one point, even into my later years, the one thing that my dad always told me, even up to his death, you can never work with anybody. You're a boss. I was a boss. You're a boss. And I think the one character flaw that I have, and I don't know if it's a flaw, I can't work well with others. And I've realized that recently. And I'm sure a lot of people watch this and say, we knew it. Nadu can't work with anybody. All the guys run when they try to work with Nadu. He's an asshole. He can't do anything with anybody. And I think they're right. Recently, after I announced before, multiple mobsters have come to me. Okay. Multiple guys that were in that life, guys that cooperated. They now tell their story, or they want to tell their story. Started with Dominic Cicale. We had attempted to do some stuff together. There's one thing, though, that I've learned about mob guys. Okay. Guys that were in that life, guys that are not in that life anymore. They need to be in control. And there's a lot of people, there's a lot of hosts that can do that. One of the things that I think is really respectable about Little Snuff, Joe Perry, is that he's a great host. He has the ability to let his co-host be the center of attention. He is okay with kind of working with other people and figuring out things. There's nothing wrong with that. Me, though, I'm a type A. I'm a leader. You do what I say. I need to be in control. And with Dominic, it didn't work that way. When I said, hey, we need to film at this time, I don't want to do it at this time. I want to do it at the time I want to do it. And with Frank Gioia, Frank came to me. Frank and I talked for about a month. Frank and I was excited about. I thought it was something that I could really sink my teeth into, a story that I was really interested in. And, like I realized with all these people, I can't speak to them because in my world and what I do here, I'm the professional. They have the story. But as I've said time and time again, just having the story isn't enough. You have to be able to get that story out to the masses. And I think over the years, I've tried to say, you know what? I'm going to put it all aside. And even though they come to me and instruct that I'm the producer, they still want to have control over it. And we clash. So this is an announcement. I am no longer accepting to work with anybody. I love interviewing these people for an hour or two. It's great. I tell their stories and then they go off and they flap their wings and they do it on their own. To be successful truly in this world, in media, you have to have people like me with what you're doing. And if it's not me, you got to have somebody. And what I've noticed about these mob guys, they can't work with people. And the very few that have are the ones that are successful. Mikey Scars, Michael Franzese. He doesn't have a co-host, but he has really smart people behind him, putting him in the positions that he's in. You look at Sammy the Bull's height, the R thing. James Carroll was the key behind that. Now, I'm not the end all be all, and I'm not God. There's one thing that I've become pretty good at is building brands. I built brands my whole life doing this. I haven't had a job in real terms. I've made my life off of internet content, making content, creating things. I've worked for major media companies. I've built Sitdown. I built my name. I built Big Men on Campus, which is my sports betting stuff. I've become supremely able to survive off the internet. And what I've learned is these mob guys, they're successful too, but they also want to be the center of attention. So with Frank, it just didn't work out. He decided he wanted to move on. We kind of came to agreement, but I want to make this clear. I wish him all the best. I hope his channel's successful. We just had a major differing of opinion, and I will tell you a little bit about it. The original goal of the channel was he wanted to put a trailer out, the trailer that he had made before we had ever met. I liked it. I thought it was really well done. And I thought, you know what? It was originally 10 minutes long. And I thought, perfect. This will be the first video. This will be the trailer. Coming soon, excitement. We had a channel at 0. Okay. We threw it into the genre. Now remember, he came to me and said the trailer's too long. I said, I don't think it's too long. I think 10 minutes is perfect. He said, no, I want to cut it down. I said, all right. We cut it to 6 minutes. We put it out. It was super successful. We got 15,000 views quickly in a genre that, like, there are guys on here that have 10, 20, 30,000 subs and they don't get 15,000 views on any video. Like, I felt like that was really, I always thought that was really successful. I did my best to share it. We kind of spammed it out there, which is how you build a brand. We got other people to share it, which I thanked them for doing it. And we were feeling good. I was feeling happy with it. And then he comes to me and I said, well, let's start doing videos now. He says, well, I want to put the other 4 minutes out. I said, I mean, we already put a trailer out. You also wanted me to cut it down. It was just really hard. Frank's a smart guy. Frank's an intelligent guy. I wish him all the best. I hope whoever he works with, they can come to a happy medium. But when someone comes to me and says, I want you to be the producer, I want you to make this successful, I'm going to do it. And you got to follow my lead. They know the mafia. They know that life. I wasn't a part of it. And I'll never tell them about that business. I just ask that when you work with me on this, you let me be the professional. But the rule of life, as my dad told me many years ago, your one flaw, and this isn't even always a flaw, because my dad didn't listen to many people. He became his own boss. And he always instructed all of me and my siblings to be our own bosses. None of us work for anybody. Everything we do is on our own. And I can't take orders. It's just not in me. So going forward, this is all I got. And maybe I'll do some other things on my own. But I'm not built for that. And I have to recognize that. So to the people that don't like me, you win. At least in this. You're not going to see me on Frank Gioia's show. But I do have some belief that I aided a little bit in growing him. Maybe he'll have success. I hope he does. I think we need new blood in this genre. And his story is really interesting. Hopefully, he gets to tell it. It won't be me doing it, though. Everybody have a great day. Thank you for watching. I have a new video coming out on Saturday, as always. Make sure you check that out. The Colombo Crime Family. I wonder who it's going to be about. Make sure you tune in to find out. We'll see you next time here on the Sit Down.